Good morning, YouTube. I have another Lego build for us today. This one is clearly not in the box anymore. It was a set that my children got me a few years ago, but I do have it split apart into the bags as though it had come from this. So this is what we're going to build. It is Lego set 0430. It is from the City line, although it is a spaceship of some kind. It has, don't know that I know how many pieces it has anymore, but here is the build sheet that shows the kinds of pieces that exist in it in the manual. And it is broken into two bags. So we are going to build this. This could be a pretty long build, so I may split some parts of this up into faster paced things. I won't be talking through the whole thing. There's really not a lot to talk about through it, but I am going to set my instructions out here and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, first things first, bag one is going to include our minifigure. So let's get bag one poured out here. Some of the first Lego sets that I ever got as a kid were space sets. Should not have had a problem saying that, but I did. And I mean, they were the old school ones. Think like the Lego movie guy, you know. I mean, that was serious. It was seriously old school space sets. Let's see, here's my helmet. I've got a mask somewhere. What we got? There we go. Here we go. Get his mask on him. These are hard to hold with the finger like this. Go. Doesn't look like it rotates much. All right. Let's get my guy. There's our guy. Okay. Set him off to the side. And we'll get started with the first piece, which looks like this little drone-y sort of thing that comes with it. So you. I remember waking up. Big Lego sets were always reserved for Christmas morning. And I remember the largest one that I ever got was, oh goodness gracious, it was some kind of like a moon base type thing. And it had conveyor belts. If I can identify it, if I can find it on a picture, I will. I'll kind of include the card over this, or kind of an image or something, just so you can kind of see what I had. If I can find that. Let's see, you kind of got stuck together here. All right. Everybody's favorite part of building Lego sets is hunting for the pieces that you know are here because you just put them there. There we go. Here's the guy. It's about as bad as working on a car and losing the 10mm wrench that you just had in your hand. You know it's there. Finding it can be quite difficult sometimes. All right, here's our little blue guy. Little clear doohickey. This guy. And then this guy on the end. Little battery sign. How about that? All right. Let's see. We get these little wing things here. So let's see. Like these. Right. The other one. Okay. So this actually, I see this kind of, oh, I see. This locks onto his back like that. Nope, other way. Like, oh, it's a jetpack. Okay. I have built this before, but I don't remember this. Okay. All right, well, we'll get this guy out of the way. All right, on to the ship. Start with the undercarriage nose cone. While I'm working on this, it'd be great to hear in the comments what some of your favorite Lego sets are, especially if they're old ones. Those are especially fun. But, you know, any special Lego sets. There are literally dozens of them out there. If you've watched anything on the channel, I really like the creator sets, but don't always build them. There are lots that I would like to have, of course. But Lego is so stinking expensive now, and everybody knows that. Lock you into place. Next page. Get some runners here. Lock you two together with that. There we go. Yes, and then a smooth plate at the back. I will build these sets sometimes and then simply take them apart and put them back on the shelf, or put them in the bags, I guess I should say, the bags that you saw me take this out of. That way there's time between builds, and I can pretty much forget what what anything even felt like or looked like. Like, you know, like with the little space guy over here, I did not remember that the little drone thing I was building was part of his backpack, or was a backpack for him. Had no clue whatsoever. That's kind of nice. You almost get to um, re-experience a set. Excuse me, a set for the first time when you do that, which is a lot of fun. So like these grooves here, I have a vague memory that these grooves are going to allow something to slide in and out of the ship. As you see the slide there. So I suspect that's what's going to happen, although I put those in the wrong place. That's fun too. Let me start with the blue bricks up front. That'll tell me these are in the right place. Again, if you are new here, one of the things that I'm doing, as you can see, or if you can see, is I am trying to make my left hand my dominant building hand, although that is not normal for me, because of the partially amputated thumb. Part of a therapy exercise for me. And if you want to know more about that, I can talk about that at some point. But it is what it is. I'm not worried about it. It doesn't bother me anymore. You went fine. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So these little slots that I'm putting on the side of this are almost certainly going to slide up in to the grooved pieces I just set in place. And smooth piece on top is going to make this just all kinds of, yep, all right, I think I know what we're doing here. Yes, sirree. Slide in place. Like that. Okay. Alrighty. Now we get us a couple hinges. Where are they at? Here you are. This may not stay in the whole time while I'm doing that. But yeah. It's really hard to use the thumb in these tight spaces like this because I don't have the dexterity without a thumb tip that you normally do. But that is what the exercise is for. Okay. I mean, there are some things that are just simply physical limitations of having this happen, and that's just what it is. Where does this go? Okay, right here. I'm never going to have the exact same dexterity on this hand as I used to, and I'm okay with that. It's a lot better than it used to be, actually. Let me start over here with this. You'll make it, let me do this like the image shows it. Okay. Alright, so you look like you slide up here, like so. Okay. Then we'll do this in reverse. Another one. Slide you out of the way where I can find this piece. Okay. Okay. And then the exact same thing on the other side. Pretty common with Lego. Swap that. All right. I think I'm just going to build for a little bit. Hopefully I don't lose people while doing that. I may even speed the film up while I'm doing this. I'll be back in a little bit, probably when I transition to bag 2. Watch along. Okay, I'm dropping back in here now because I run into a situation where I suspect I have put a piece from bag 1 into bag 2. So I'm going to skip this if possible. You can see that, well, you can't. Let me bring the instructions back over here. So here I was, and I was putting these in place, and then these in place, but I'm missing this one right here. And as you can see from what I dumped out of bag 1, it is not here. So hopefully it's in bag 2. If not, I may have to go scrounging in some additional parts. I may have lost it completely, probably when I was dismantling it. Hopefully, enough of what I'm doing here, nothing covers it, so that I can finish what's in the first bag and then come back to that spot. So let's see how this plays out. These are going to be hard to put on. Oh, it was easier than I thought. Okay. All right, good. So we were able to make it to the end of book 1, or the first bag, without that piece. So it is time to dump bag 2. All my pieces are gone. Time to dump bag 2. And first thing first is I will look for that piece. And I do not see it anywhere. So that means a couple of different things. I don't have any extra pieces, so I didn't replace the piece somewhere. So I have simply somehow lost this piece. So that's fun. Has that ever happened to you? Take apart a Lego set and you simply lost the piece? I'm going to pause here for just a moment and just kind of check around, make sure it didn't fall off of my table. I try to use this little mat, this little foamy mat and everything to kind of keep all my pieces together. But sometimes they fall off anyway. So I'm going to pause here, look around, make sure I didn't just drop it somewhere. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, we're back and I found it. So we're going to put this in place real quick before I get started with bag 2. There we go. Okay. Excuse me. I think that's right. Okay. Aha. There's another one. I knew I missed that. Here we go. This will look better. There we go. So that completes that step. And then Oh, wings. Okay, that's what we're doing here. Okay. So one wing. And I guess I'm supposed to do that twice. I wasn't paying attention to that. 2 times. All right. So let's back up and do that again. This time maybe I won't forget the extra wing on top of the wing. Put that on right now. And then we'll build whatever this is. If you're watching along with this, I would absolutely covet your tips, suggestions on how to make these videos as engaging as possible. What could I do? What would you like to see to make this fun to watch? I have fun doing it. I want you to have fun watching it. I don't know if it's talking about stuff. I don't know if it's just simply, a lot of my videos, most of my videos actually, are just me building in silence, and I notice that that doesn't get a ton of traction. So either there is just simply no audience for this whatsoever out here on YouTube, or I'm not doing something right. So if you're watching along here, I would love to know what you would like to see to make this an enjoyable video series for you. And we have a nice little control panel clip here that just kind of clips on. We're going to set him in here. And that's a neat way to make that work. How about that? Okay. Love the way that they use layers to make more gentle sloping, I suppose, I guess would be the right way to put that. The old sets, of course, the ones from when I was a kid, didn't have any kind of sense of that. It was just hard, sharp movement somewhere. But look at this. Look at right here. So there's layers to make a more gentle, kind of rounded approach to this tip instead of just pointy. I think that's fantastic. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, you here, you over here, and yeah, I think that's right. Okay, there's those 4. Now we've got to find out where these guys go. Okay, they go on the edge of the 4. There. There. Ooh, this one is wearing my thumb out. Good thing it'll take me a little while to edit the video to prep this. Well, that just fell right off, didn't it? There we go. That's got him clicked down. Okay. Rest my thumb up before I do another one. Oh, okay. I see. I was doing one side versus the other side. So we skip a few pages here because I pre-did some of it. That's not supposed to fall off like that. Number of mistakes I made, people are gonna be like, well, it's like a little kid playing Lego sets. I could build Lego sets better than this. Well, let's do it then. Let's get you on here too. We'll do a co-op build. Put your set side by side. We'll get the same sets. That'd be fun. Okay, let's set you aside for a second. Okay, let's get you going here. This will be fun. There, okay. All right, this goes upside down into this spot. That. And then we get a ring. Huh. Alrighty. I remember there was something somewhat mechanical about this set. I just didn't remember what. Oh, cool. That did not go right. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Now we have. All right. I know one thing I need to get better at, and that is keeping my ship in the center of my frame. I'm sorry about that. I'm learning this as I go, and holding it with my right hand just naturally makes me want to have it way off here to the side. These, one here, and one up here, making a nice little sloped pattern there. As you can see from the pile of Legos on my mat, we are getting pretty close to the end here. There we go. Piece. And this makes a button. Opens up the back. I think that's supposed to be like maybe thrusters, because you have the orange line like the engine type things. I'm not sure exactly about that. But here we go. Let's get our pilot inside. We'll take his little drone off the back. Get him stuck down in here. There we go. And then, I don't know, let's see. I'll let this go. Over here on the wing. Like that. And here you have Lego set 60430. I don't know what its official title was because I no longer have the box. If you enjoyed this video, if it was helpful to you, or just enjoyed watching somebody build a Lego set, I love doing it and I'm going to keep doing it. But comment, like, subscribe. It'd be great. See you next time.